This is the map overview for DoD Carta Clan 2. The map I currently have loaded is DoD Carta version 3. If you've played Carta in a pub server, you may have noticed that it's a document retrieval map, and to my knowledge, the only flag version I've seen is Carta Clan 2. But in the other versions, they're all grab the documents from the enemy and sneak them all the way back to your home base to win. And here's the documents for their enemy. One thing to note, if you've played this map on a pub server, is there's a lot of bridges in the upper levels that aren't in the Clan 2 version with the flags. For example, this bridge right here is not in Carta Clan 2, and neither are these bridges on either side of this mid house, and neither is this bridge or this bridge. In fact, the majority of this side of the map in Carta Clan 2 is just the lower buildings, with only this ladder going up here to this independent area, and a small little upstairs inside this building. In fact, that's closed off, and you have to drop down into here in the Clan 2 version. So all those bridges, this one, this one, this one, and this one, aren't in Carta Clan 2, and neither is this one. So I will load that up for you. So if you have played it in a pub server, it might not be what you're expecting, because as you see here, these bridges are gone. So this bridge is gone, and all these bridges over here are gone. So when you're going through, there's no ladder in here, and you just have to walk through here. You can shoot through this wall right here, so from either side back and forth you can shoot through that. If you're coming from the Axis side, you can jump on these barrels to get over into here. There are a lot of hiding places in all of these side houses. Lots of ninja ability, lots of hiding and waiting for people to come in ability. So you're gonna have to keep that in mind. There's generally 3 routes when you come out of any particular spawn. There's the house is gonna be on the left and the right, and right up the middle, flagged by each spawn, and 1 flag in the middle. This side has basically just the lower stuff, and this side has a lot of upper stuff. But like I said, there's no bridge here like there is in the Carta Clan 2. See, if you come in from the mid, you're coming from the Axis side, you can get up here. Even if you came from up here, you'll have to come down and walk behind this wooden barrier to get back up to the top there. A lot of rifles might want to like sit up here to guard the length of that, or they'll come down here into these trips, the triple windows, and watch that as well. A lot of nades will be going back and forth across here, so you got to be pretty careful. On the flip side, you'll see rifles sitting back here or coming up here trying to pick the people. A little tougher on the Axis side to get the pick. Lots of little hidey holes. It's not uncommon for the like one of the heavies, like a Sten or an Unter, to sit behind and wait to break. There's doors on either side of this mid house, so that can be pretty rough trying to open the door and try and get in here alive if someone has a Bren or an STG in there. You can also kind of prone in these weeds and you're difficult to see. A lot of people might get to the upper part. If you're coming from this side, you gotta go all the way back to the Axis 1 to come up these steps to get to the upper part. But up here in the hotel is also some good jump out points to either camp or to ninja cap, and there's so many little hidey holes and whatnot. So you got to be very careful of ninjas and campers on this map. It does play, pretty fast, a lot of action. But there's also plenty of ability to hide and camp on this map. Over on this side, if you get up there, there's also this multi-story house over here by the by the British one. Apparently the barbed wire actually does damage to you. So coming in here can also be tough, as the British, if the Axis are sitting in here with a Kennedy or any weapon, really, they can just sit here and wait for you, or wait for a moment to sneak out. As you can see, this is also multi-storied here. If you do get pushed up and you let some people walk by, you can kind of sit in these buildings as kind of a place to hide and wait to ninja cap, let them run by. They probably won't come in here where the documents building is, but they might come through this door out of their spawn. Or sometimes you can sit here and shoot a bunch of people in the back. A lot of good hiding spots. It's not uncommon for people to sit up here and either ninja or guard this doorway for people coming in. It's a pretty strong spot. Lots of barrels to sit behind in all these rooms, let people run out. Some good spots to defend mid. There's these angled entranceways either direction. You can sit there and you're very difficult to see. So, but just keep in mind there's all sorts of things to hide behind to ninja in camp. But generally you send rifle up the middle for this distance battle, and then you send one auto one of the routes and a heavy the other route. That'd be my recommendation, is 2 autos and a rifle. But a rifle can also play this side as well, because if you have a second rifle, there's some good spots up top where you can camp and shoot the enemy. Like for example, up here, if you have a second rifle in addition to a guy on the ground in the mid, there's lots of good spots to shoot from. Even with the British, I'm not sure if the second Enfield is available. I don't think it is, but the Axis might send STG up here. Generally, my recommendation would be a K90 STG and an MP40 on this map. There is, if you go up this ladder over here, there is this little crack you can somewhat peek out of to get some shots off. It's not the most effective place in the world. You can't protect the mid, but it is a spot. And if you come up here as the Axis, you can get up here and kind of spawn camp a little bit, maybe even ninja, and then work your way down and go for the cap out. You can also kind of get right up against the spawn and shoot some people in the back as they run out. But that's pretty much it for Carter Clan 2. Lots of nades will be going back and forth like that to either end. There'll probably be at least like one person guarding the mid flag, hiding somewhere with a Sten or an MP40 or something. So just check your corners and have fun. This map was also made by Haircut, the same person that made Murky, and he also released the source file, so it is out there if you're interested in making modifications to the map yourself, or want to use it as a starting point to make a different map. That is out there as well.